you spoke to me when prior to this particular panel when we first met. You spoke a lot about that contextual relevance, um, and the creative component. And I think you gave an example of how, you know, a happy consumer who just purchased their car, they took a selfie in front of it, and, you know, the dealership ended up feeding that through your system, and there it was as they drove out. Can you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that? Because I think that that's a really powerful sort of contextual use of digital out of home in particular.
Yes, we actually just launched yesterday a Mother's Day campaign, and we've had 150 random people now putting their moms all over billboards throughout the state right now, in the last like 2 hours. So it's really exciting because they're using their digital billboards like they're using their social media, which is a different conversation than we've ever had in out of home. And it's so exciting. But it goes back to that. Yes, we have auto dealers down here that are taking a photo of this girl that just bought a car, and they're saying, "Congrats, Brittany." And they, the sales rep is just putting it on the billboard literally in seconds. And theoretically, that woman can drive out of the lot and see her face on a billboard on her way home. And that's powerful. There's something about that that's more powerful than anything that they could have posted on social media. Not that it's a contest, but there is so many things that are so good about that. And Christine hit a lot of that on the head too. Like when she was saying, if I have $100, she's like, where am I going to spend that? And it makes a lot of sense. 10 years ago, when I started doing this, I was in the online world for the last 12 years is where I was selling to auto dealers. And I, in 2008, was taking the scraps because they were still spending heavily in newspaper and everywhere else. So what I have told sales reps here is, listen, go in and take the scraps, sell them a bucket of plays, take the scraps from the auto dealers, show them what out of home is capable of, the new tech that we have in this space. And then you've got 5 auto dealers spending a small amount of money. And when the next sales rep comes in, they say, oh, I already have a sales rep. And then they go back to their marketing budget and they say, okay, we want to spend more in out of home because they've proven to me that this is a relevant medium. This is something we need to move into. I just think that there's a lot of things that we could do differently in the industry to bring people back and to kind of prove to them that, you know, we're not trying to be Facebook. Like I said, we're not trying to be Google. We're never going to be, because there is a finite amount of space on these out of home screens, and it's infinite on the internet. So you're creating a lot more brand trust when you're on an out of home screen.